So we'll get into that with Ray Johnson. Again, the history cop will be returning to the show. One of our favorite guests and one of my favorite people. So Ray Johnson will kind of shed some light on the situation, talk about the investigation, what people are still saying to this day. Ray, he doesn't throw out crazy theories, so it'll be interesting what his logical thoughts are on the whole thing. Now, after that, July 18th, I'm not sure we have a show set up yet, but I'm pretty sure July 25th is going to be David Berkowitz. I can't confirm that for sure, but I'm pretty sure July 25th is going to be, again, David Berkowitz. So it should be a hell of a July for us. And then August, we've got some big things up our sleeves for August as well. I'm pretty damn excited, like I said, about the next shows that are coming up. Hopefully you guys enjoy Cabin Fever. That was the best I could do by myself. It's tough. I enjoyed this movie a lot. So I guess I should get into what's grinding my gears. And let me think, what is grinding my gears? I'm doing all right now. Responsibility's a bitch, as always. We always complain about that. Got 10 things going on at once. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, here's one. Okay, so I'm not Christian. I'm not at all. I'm like agnostic, okay? So this is not me criticizing or even really defending Christianity. But what I want to say is, whenever you make a comment about another religion, it feels like everybody wants to bash Christianity. And it's weird to me, because it's like, who brought up Christianity? I was talking about this. Why can't we isolate to what we're talking about? It's kind of like the Republican-Democrat debate. If you say something bad about Democrats, you assume that the other person's Republican. But that's not always how that works. You know what I mean? It's not how that works. So if I tell you something bad about a Jewish person or Islamic person, not about them specifically, about maybe their religion, something that just doesn't compute, you'll turn around and say something about Christianity, and I'll look at you and say, but I'm not Christian. I'm just pointing out the flaws in your beliefs. That's all. Well, what's your beliefs? Well, I mean, I kind of believe that there's an afterlife, believe there might be a God. I don't know for sure. And I hope I don't piss him or her off if there is one. If not, oh well, I didn't waste my time worrying about it. I mean, because I'm going to be dead one day anyway, and it is what it is at that point. I'm not a perfect human. I fuck up a lot. I've done a lot of things that I'm not exactly proud of. Some things I am proud of. But, so that's grinding my gears. Religious topic in our country. It's bizarre. I mean, everybody practice wherever the fuck you went and leave people alone. That's about the most liberal thing I can tell you. It's the most liberal thing I've ever told you guys. So, I don't know, man. It's bizarre. Okay, so last week we talked about Chris Benoit, and we had Brittany Wonder on, and we had Zodiac on, and we had Thomas Brewington of the IndyCar Mafia, and we had our very own David on. If you want to call him David Calypso, you can do that. We had Vic on, briefly. We had Jared Polk on, briefly. And we had Congo Kong on. It was a fucking great show. So if you have not listened to the show on Filling the Void on Spreaker, I encourage you to do so as soon as possible. It's a really good show. We kind of talk about the Chris Benoit, the Benoit family tragedy, what caused it, the aftermath of it, where we think the WWE is right and, leaving his name out of their record books, basically. A lot of stuff comes up in this show. And it's interesting because I'm talking to wrestlers on the show, and they all have different perspectives than me because I'm not in the business. I mean, most I'm in the business is far away. But it's great to get that perspective, and it's important. And these are people who weren't directly related to the tragedy. They didn't work for WWE at the time, but a couple of them were in the business. A couple of them were, looking to get into the business at some point. So there's definitely some feelings on that show. I get emotional just thinking about the Chris Benoit, family tragedy, whatever you want to call it. And it's never going to go away. I feel like that. It's never going to go away. And I feel like I'm going to be feeling the after effects of it for the rest of my life. And I didn't even know the guy. And to my knowledge, I never met Chris. I know I never met Chris Benoit. And I'm not sure if I ever saw him live or not. But the point is, I didn't know the guy, but I was that affected by the whole thing. Kind of made me lose a little bit of faith in humanity. I know that's weird, but I can't help it. Okay. So go back and listen to the Fist Benoit episode. Highly recommend it. I think it's great, and I think it's worth your time. All right. So, again, Jaws next week. We're going to be talking Jaws next week. We're going to be talking, let's see, again, the Star Rock Murders on July 11th. And then David Berkowitz on July 25th. I can't remember what July 18th is. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But yeah, we got this next 2 weeks and month, and hopefully they participate in this. I'm telling you right now, those shows are going to be phenomenal. Star Rock Murders, I'm especially excited about. Berkowitz we'll get to. Haven't given a lot of talk about Berkowitz because, it's a ways down the road, but that should be a good main event of July. And again, Star Rock Murders is something that I think, it's going to be one of those shows that kind of stands out, like the St. Patrick's Day Massacre, the Memorial Day Massacre. And what's so special about those shows is that you don't hear a lot of people talking about those things. They'll be an undercover, and one of those things that a lot of people don't know about, you'll be able to listen to the show and say, hey, I know about the Star Rock Massacre. Give me the fucking massacre. So, Star Rock Murders. So, it'll be good stuff. So, by the way, that noise, be putting away dogs for the night because they're about to go night-night. And for me, I may be doing the same thing here shortly. So, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in for this solo edition of Big Drunken Adventures. I did live up to my name and my part of the billing with Boxed Wine, which is nice. But yeah, you can tune into us at any time on Filling the Void Radio Network on Spreaker. You can find any of our archived episodes, whether it's from Blog Talk, Talk Show, whatever the case may be, on our website, which is travinvichorror.wordpress.com. And then, let's see. Trying to think what I might be missing here. You can follow us on Facebook, Facebook Travis and Vic, Facebook.com / Travis and Vic Horror. Either way, look up Travis and Vic's Drunken Horrors Adventures on Facebook. You can also find us on Twitter at Travs and Vic Horror. It might be Travis and Vic Horror. Either way, we'll be back next week. We're talking Jaws. I'm going to have to get a special drink for the occasion. It's going to be great. So you can follow Vic at Vic Von Erich. You can follow me at Phenomenal TLD. And until then, we'll talk to you later. Peace.